Does trauma suppress you from speaking your truth? I'm Jessica Go, trauma coach in childhood emotional and relationship abuse. And it's so important to understand, why is it a real struggle to express ourselves freely, to speak our truth, our boundaries and needs with people? And here's the reason why we struggle. It's to do with childhood trauma number 3, the humanitarian wounding, where the toddler had an extreme bonding with their mother, right? And so when mum puts you in this box to be a good boy or a good girl, do this, eat your peas, always say thank you, always say please, don't take things from people. If you want to be liked, you have to smile, right? So all of these things that we were conditioned in to be put in this box, to be this perfect or ideal child and person. And the reason why this is all linked to this wounding is because we were taught to be a people pleaser. We were taught to be someone that we're not because of the programming that was conditioned within us by our mothers. And our mother can be very overprotective, manipulative, and overbearing, right? And controlling. And so if this sounds like you, then this helps you to understand why you feel a real struggle to really express yourself. So the wounding with this childhood trauma number 3, the humanitarian, is suppression. So right now you might be feeling, I'm holding so much grudges with so many people in my life because they've stepped over my boundaries, they crossed the line in what they said to me in a conversation, whatever it was, right? And so instead of confronting that person in the most adult way by having a conversation with them, what we do instead is suppress what we feel. And we start to deny our truth by doing that. And so this is why it's easy to build a lot of resentment towards the other person and more so towards yourself. And so the more you keep suppressing your expression and your truth, the more you are going to hate yourself. Because when people are not speaking their truth, they're not in alignment with their true self. And what I mean by that is because whenever you suppress yourself and you hold yourself back from speaking the truth, you are actually recreating those past memories of childhood trauma where you were suppressed, where it wasn't safe for you to speak your truth. It wasn't safe to be seen as your true self, right? Because of your conditioning. So whenever we suppress, we're reinforcing that wound. However, when we start to catch ourselves and say, hey, listen, what you said to me triggered me, or it could be, I just wanted to let you know that whenever you say this, it makes me feel like this. Or it could be, no, I don't want to continue the conversation. I would appreciate it if you could just respect my boundaries. Or no, I'm not going to help you with that because it's just a real hassle for me. So things like that, right? When you're not attacking the person, but you are restoring integrity with yourself by expressing your truth in an adult way. And a lot of people struggle with this, myself included, until I started doing trauma recovery. And what this has done for me is allow me to start melting away the fears, the anxieties, the anger, the grief, the resentment that I had towards people and towards myself, and to awaken the light that's inside my heart, who I came here to be. And the more I was able to cultivate this beautiful relationship with myself by understanding and knowing and feeling into who I really am, and knowing that there is so much power in my voice, right? There is no power when we keep ourselves silent. There is no power at all in that. And so when we just keep ourselves silent, we're just pleasing other people. Or we just want to make the peace, right? We want to be a peacemaker. Or we want to be accepted for who we are. So we avoid criticism. So it's about, letting go of that anger, the anxiety, the resentment, the grief, the shame that you're holding around with that person, and the soul contract that you've committed to that person, meaning that you said yes to something, but really deep down it's a no, and you went ahead with it, and you feel like you betrayed yourself in that whole process. So as soon as you start clearing up your childhood traumas, right, reducing the intensity of that pain, the suppression, you can then have the space and energy to then restore integrity with yourself and really reconnect with what's true with you. And then you can apply this into your relationships with people around you. I truly hope this serves you. And if you feel that this is something that you are 110% that you would like to overcome and break through, and to truly show up as the true you and use your voice as your power, book a free consultation with myself. Just click on the link below for a 30-minute clarity call on Zoom to see if trauma recovery is right for you. And I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel somewhere on this button if you found that you've got so much value from this video blog. And I would love for you to just comment below what's the biggest takeaway that you got from this video blog. I would love to read your shares so I can truly celebrate you. Blessing you with all of my love.